Would you believe me if I tell you that there's no such thing as a fearless person? Ami tekla. Awa tekla. So hi, how are you today? Again, it's me, Anna Freitas from Grow, Thrive, Repeat, and I'm excited to share with you this piece of information. I started the video telling you, can you believe there's no such thing as a fearless person? Yes, there's no such thing. At least I think so. What do I mean with this? What I have discovered in my research that I've been doing the last days about fear and being fearless is actually that it requires fear for you to be fearless. It doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make sense. So, as I was researching what is fear, what the responses are, and one of the ways to overcome fear, I came across this therapy they call exposure therapy. And what it does is you get exposed to what you are afraid, and by getting exposed little by little in a safe environment, this will help you overcome the fear. Let's say, for example, you have fear of spiders. They can be dangerous too. But by being exposed to the presence of the spiders in a safe environment, little by little you can overcome or get better at being in the presence of spiders. The same goes with so many things that we are afraid of in our lives. But for this episode, I wanted to talk to you about the fear of failure and what it does to us. And you see, if you don't try, you won't fail. So if you're afraid of failing, the only way to avoid that is by not trying anything. Don't try nothing. If you failed at business before and you're afraid of failing in business again, there's only one way of overcoming that fear, and that's by doing it again, exposing yourself again to that fear. And by doing so in everything you do in your life, you will be able to overcome this fear. So that's what I meant when I say there's no such thing as a fearless person. It's only a person that has been exposed in a safe environment, sometimes not that safe. A person allowed himself to be exposed to what he was afraid of. And by being exposed to the fear, courage grow inside, and that's what makes you fearless. So courage is not the absence of feeling the fear. It's actually allowing yourself to be exposed to get exposed to what you're afraid of, and by doing so, overcoming this fear. And that's exactly what makes you courageous. So, to recapitulate, there's no such thing as a fearless person because you have to be afraid to have courage. And the only way you can overcome this fear is by exposing yourself to it. So, what are you afraid of? What has you not want to try and start with that business or start with that project, or whatever you're fearing is not going to go well? The only way to overcome that fear is by exposing yourself to it and doing it and taking the steps towards it. So for this week, that's what I wanted to share with you. And don't get me wrong, fear can be a tough thing to deal with. It can paralyze you, it can cripple you, make you feel like you're not the one called or made for this task or for this marriage or for this business or for these children. But like the great Joyce Meyer always said, do it afraid. The greatest accomplishment in mankind were not achieved by people that were not afraid, but only by people that decided to embrace that fear, to go through it and make something great happen. And you have that opportunity too, to make something great happen, to achieve your life purpose, to make it happen. Only if you decide that even though I'm so afraid of the failure, I'm so afraid of doing it wrong, I'm going to just take one step after the other, one foot in front of the other, and make it happen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I really appreciate it a lot. Thank you for watching another episode of Grow, Thrive, Repeat. My name is Ana Freitas, and see you next time. Ciao!